Diagnosis by San Jiao. Diagnosis by the San Jiao was the conception of Wu Zutong of Qing dynasty. He extended the material concerning the San Jiao in the internal classic and categorized the symptoms of exogenous warm illnesses into those of the upper Jiao, middle Jiao, and lower Jiao. The principal goal of this categorization is to elucidate the development and progression of exogenous febrile illnesses and to provide a method for the differential diagnosis. In particular, it is very useful for understanding the status of the struggle between genuine qi and evil qi. Among the febrile illnesses, it is most efficacious for analyzing those caused by dampness and heat. Diagnosis by the San Jiao complements diagnosis by the four phases for the warm illnesses. When an illness is in the upper Jiao, it is usually in its early stages. The symptoms are primarily those of the head and face, the skin, chest cavity, and other parts of the exterior. They mostly reflect abnormal changes in the functional activities of two Zang organs, the lung and the pericardium, and their meridians. Exogenous heat enters by means of the nose, which links to the lung. Defensive qi guards the lung and the skin. When an upper Jiao illness begins, it is manifested in the exterior by blockage of defensive qi and in the interior by failure of lung qi to act. From this initial stage, there are three possible paths of progression. One path is for the pathogenic evil to transmit to the interior and transform into heat. This can lead to two patterns of symptoms. One pattern includes fever, restlessness, irritability. These are symptoms of heat lodging in the lung. The other pattern includes inflamed swelling in the head and face or throat and faint red rashes in the skin. These are symptoms of heat poison in the upper body. Another path is for the heat evil to travel through the meridians and transmit in retrograde fashion to the pericardium. This leads to symptoms of heat in the nutritive phase. The third path is transmission to the middle Jiao. Middle Jiao illness. Here, the heat pathogenic evil is in the middle Jiao. And the symptoms are those of illnesses in spleen and stomach. The symptoms are located in the epigastrium and in the periumbilical abdomen and reflect involvement of spleen, stomach, large intestine, and the meridians. Illnesses in the middle Jiao are due to transmission from the upper Jiao or by extension from the lower Jiao. Middle Jiao symptoms often appear in the early stage of disease, but may also appear in the middle or even late stages. Clinically, in addition to strong heat in the Yangming meridian or Qi phase and heat gelling in the Fu organs of Yangming, the category of middle Jiao illnesses includes certain illnesses due to dampness heat steaming the spleen and the stomach or the liver and the gallbladder. The typical pattern of symptoms is as follows. Fever does not break, sweating that does not relieve fever, chest tightness and stomach blockage, much nausea, heaviness in the body, a yellow and greasy tongue coating, and a soft pulse. Where dampness and heat steam the liver and the gallbladder, there may be jaundice as well. Illness in the lower Jiao principally reflects abnormalities in the liver, kidney, and their meridians. It may result from direct invasion by exogenous pathogenic evil, chronic insufficiency of liver and kidney yin fluids, or direct transmission from the upper Jiao. Lower Jiao syndromes appear mostly in the late stages of the illness, but may appear in the middle or even early stages. Lower Jiao illnesses are mostly ones of deficiency. Common types of syndromes include genuine yin, on the verge of total collapse, strong fire due to indeficiency, and wind stirring due to indeficiency. In the late stages of exogenous warm illnesses, following the struggle between genuine qi and evil qi, the yin fluids may be too injured to assist in the elimination of the pathogenic evil. The residual evil resides in the nutritive or blood phases and give rise to night fever, which subsides by morning, absence of sweating when the fever breaks, mildly decreased appetite, emaciation, a red tongue with little coating, and a deep thread-like, intermittent but rapid pulse. These symptoms indicate that genuine qi is deficient and evil qi persists. Thank you for your attention.